In today's class, we will understand how to calculate a payback period if the cash inflow is not uniform and quite practical also. It is not possible that your cash inflow will be same every year. Okay. How we will calculate the payback period if the cash inflow is not uniform? That we will understand today. So till now we know what is a payback period. Payback period is a time in which you will recover your initial investment. So recover your initial investment. Recover initial investment. So this is a payback period. The remaining period will be your profit years. So always as a businessman, they will try to first recover their initial investment. Okay. Then whatever period is left, that will be their profit years. You can call like that. So today we will understand how to calculate the payback period if the cash inflows are not uniform. So let us read this illustration. Project needs an initial investment of rupees 25,000. So initial investment is 25,000. Okay. And annual cash inflow, CFAT, which is already given in the question, for 5 years. So life of this project is 5 years. And every year, different cash flows are there. First year, 6,000. Second year, 9,000. Third year, 7,000. And fourth year, 6,000. And fifth year, 4,000 respectively. Okay. So here, if you will see the previous question and this question, difference is annual cash inflow in previous question was same. But in this question, every year cash inflow is changing, and which is quite practical also. Okay. We cannot expect the same inflow every year. Inflow will keep on changing depending upon the various factors. So first year cash inflow is 6,000, second year 9,000, third year 7,000, fourth year 6,000, and fifth year 4,000 respectively. Now in this case, we cannot apply the formula because formula is initial investment divided by CFAT. Now here CFAT is changing every year, no? So how we can use the formula? We cannot use the formula. How we will calculate the payback period if the cash inflows are not uniform? Here we will have to use the tabular method. We cannot use the formula. We will have to use the table. Okay. So everybody do one thing. Everybody prepare these columns in your notebook. Year, cash inflow, and cumulative cash inflows. Don't write anything. Only prepare a format. Then we will understand how to solve this. So let us understand how to solve this sum. In year, how many years are there? 5 years are there. Given in the question that project life is 5 years. And 5 years cash inflow is given. So project life is 5 years and inflows is also given in the question. So year will be 5 years. So in year you can write 1 to 5. And cash inflows of each year is given. See 6,000, 9,000, 7,000, 6,000 and 4,000 respectively. So first year cash inflow is 6,000. Second year cash inflow is 9,000. Third year cash inflow is 7,000. Fourth year cash inflow is 6,000. And fifth year cash inflow is 4,000 respectively. Okay. So we can fill this column also. Year 1 to 5 cash inflows as given in the question. Okay. Now cumulative cash flow we will have to fill. First year it will be same 6,000. Second year cumulative will be 6,000 plus 9,000. Sixth year 6,000 plus 9,000. It will be 15,000. Okay. third year will be 15,000 plus 7,000, which will be 22,000. Then fourth year 22,000 plus 6,000, which will be 28,000. Fifth year 28,000 plus 4,000, which will be 32,000. Okay, this is how you have to calculate the cumulative cash inflows. Okay, 6,000 first year will be same, second year will be 6,000 plus 9,000, 15,000, 15,000 plus 7,000, 22,000, third year 22,000 plus 6,000, 28,000 for the fourth year, and 28,000 plus 4,000 will be 32,000 for the fifth year. So this is the cumulative cash inflows. Clear everybody this much? Note down also fastly. Now, how we will calculate the payback period from this? So we know that payback period is a time in which we will recover our initial investment. So this is the concept of payback period. So initial investment we will recover in how much years? This is the concept of payback. Okay. Now what is our initial investment? 25,000. Okay, 25,000 is our initial investment. Now we have to recover this first. So in how many years we can recover? How we will find out? We can find it from this table. Understand? See, first year cumulative cash inflow is 6,000. Second year it is 15,000. Third year it is 22,000. Fourth year it is 28,000. Okay. First year 6,000. Second year 15,000. Third year 22,000. And fourth year 28,000. This is the cumulative, means the clubbed income. Means till fourth year you have earned 28,000 total. Now if you will see this properly, we can say that 25,000 you will earn between third and fourth year, because third year your cumulative inflow is 22,000, and in fourth year it is directly becoming 28,000. So in between these two dates, that is between third and fourth year, we will be earning our 25,000. It will lie somewhere between third and fourth year. Understood logic? So third year, till third year, our business has earned 22,000. Okay, and in fourth year, our total income is 28,000. So now we can say that between third and fourth year, we will reach 25,000 level, no? So our payback period will be between third and fourth year. So how we can calculate the payback period? So simple it is. Let us go to the next slide. See, it is evident from the above table that in third year, our cumulative cash inflow is 22,000. Means till third year, we are recovered 22,000. Now, how much is left to be recovered? Our investment is 25,000, and till third year, we have recovered 22,000. Just now we have seen in table. Till third year, our total income is 22,000. Now, how much is left? Difference between 22,000 and 25,000 is how much? 3,000. So 25,000 minus 22,000 is already recovered till third year. 22,000 we have already recovered. So balance will be how much? 3,000 will be the balance. So this 3,000, if you will apply logic, we can say that this is earned between third and fourth year. Obviously, no. Just now we have seen, because in third year our total is 22, and in fourth year it is 28,000. So this 3,000 will be earned between third and fourth year. So how we can calculate? So payback period, we can use this technique. So payback period will be, we know that till third year we have recovered how much? 22,000 plus how much is left out to be recovered? 3,000. And in denominator, we will take the difference between the earning of third and fourth year. So this difference is how much? Let us see. What is the difference in earning between third and fourth year? It is 6,000. If you will see, cumulative 22,000 and 28,000, it is 6,000. Means 6,000 you are earning in 1 year. So 3,000 will be 50%. No? So in 6 months you can earn the 3,000. Understood? So how we will calculate it? 3 years, which is our base. Means till 3 year we are earning 22,000. Balance we have to earn 3,000 divided by difference between the third and fourth year. Why we are taking third and fourth year? Because we know that our amount will lie between third and fourth year. So difference we will take of third and fourth year, which is 6,000. Just now we have seen 28,000 and 22,000. Now if you will see 3 years, we are earning 22,000 plus how many months it will take to earn the 3,000? 0.5 years. So we can say that our payback is 3.5 years. Understood the logic now? That's why we said that our payback period will lie between third and fourth year. Okay, this part everybody clear? How to calculate the payback? Any confusion?